Well, greetings, River Oak. Pastor Dave here again. This is the first in a series of 2 to 3 minute devotionals that Pastor Heath and our entire senior staff will be bringing to you every Monday through Saturday for the next several weeks. I just get the privilege of starting us off. Listen, we're going to do this Monday through Saturday from now until Easter. And of course, then on Sundays, what we'll do is we'll encourage you to join together with our entire church body as we worship together online, or hopefully in a few weeks back together at church. I'm really looking forward to this devotional series because we'll be walking through John chapters 13 through 19, which is Jesus' last teachings to his disciples after the Last Supper, and as he heads to the cross in just a few hours the very next day. So let's start out with John 13:31. It starts with saying, "So when he had gone out." Now, I need to stop there and say that Jesus had just celebrated the Last Supper with his disciples, where he demonstrated servant leadership by washing their feet, taught them that a servant is not greater than his master, and identified Judas as the one who would betray him. And now we find them all headed out from dinner. It says, "So when he had gone out, Jesus said, 'Now the Son of Man is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and glorify him immediately. Little children, I shall be with you a little while longer. You will seek me. And as I said to the Jews, where I am going, you cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. As I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love one for another.' Well, Simon Peter said to him, 'Lord, where are you going?' And Jesus answered him, 'Where I am going you cannot follow but you shall follow me afterward.' And Jesus said to him, 'Lord, why can I not follow you now? I will lay down my life for your sake.' And Jesus answered him, 'Will you lay down your life for my sake? Most assuredly I say to you, the rooster shall not crow till you have denied me 3 times. Two just brief things that stand out to me as I read this passage. The first is the importance that Jesus places on the love that we're to have for each other as believers. Listen, the Israelites had been commanded to love each other in the Old Testament, but what makes this command new is that now they're to love as Jesus loved them. And we know that in just a few hours, he'll give his life for them. We demonstrate that we're followers of Jesus by sacrificially loving each other, even if that means, socially distancing ourselves from one another for a while like we are now. The second thing that stands out to me is just how sure of himself Peter was. I can relate to this sometimes. He says, 'I will lay down my life for you.' The problem here is this reliance on self. Too often we look to ourselves rather than Jesus in difficult circumstances. So let's focus on Jesus today, what he's done for us, and rely on his strength, grace, and guidance as we go about our day. Well, join us tomorrow as one of our senior staff members takes us through John chapter 14, verses 1 to 6.